mental. It's Nerdcore Central.
What's going on, y'all? It is your boy, Is That Frost, with another episode of the Nerdcore Central Podcast. We are at number 10. And we are here with my lovely co-host.
What's poppin', y'all? It's Professor Kuro here, back with another podcast. Me, Frost, got who? McGwire, baby. He ain't Mr. Rogers. Get the fuck out of his neighborhood or shit might collide as bars.
Yo, what's up, guys?
I really thought you were going to be like, Alola.
Hello.
We got to do a compilation of just the Kuro intros because you never know what he's gonna do. All I know is that I'm gonna say, like, my co-host is gonna be a delay. He's gonna come in with some nonsense. But anyway,
I'm consistently chaotic.
We're glad to have you here, McGwire.
Fuck yeah, glad to be here.
All right, so let's start off with the Big J journalism.
Big J journalism.
All right, we're gonna hit you just square with just, are you an industry plant? If so, what company? Warner? Who sent you?
Who Interscope? Universal?
Columbia?
I signed an NDA. I cannot.
That's
that.
crazy.
but wait. He confirmed that he signed an NDA, so we know at least that he is a plant. We know that for certain.
He came from the top. He's somebody's cousin.
I confirm or deny. Yeah. My dad is Mr. Warner, so
he's Mr. Warner himself.
He's Mr. Warner. He has he has one brother, one sister, Yako. But no, the actual first question I wanted to ask, very simple. McGwire.
Yeah.
Where does the name come from?
McGwire is this is such a boring story. It's my middle name.
That's not boring. If it was your first name, that'd be boring.
Yeah, that's fair. It's my middle name. I am named after baseball player Mark McGwire because the year I was born, Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa were in. I don't know if you Nerdcore fans fuck with sports like this, but Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa in the year 1998 were having like a legendary race to see who could get the most home runs that year, and it was like they were both crazy good. And whoever won the race was going to be my middle name, and Mark McGwire won. So
that is
okay.
Not boring in the slightest. That might be the best origin story for a name I've ever heard. My man really said my name came from a baseball rivalry. That's dope. And I do fuck with sports, so you have a companion in Nerdcore. It's like me, you, Cam, Frost, Freest. I know DPS and Richie follow basketball, so you got some
of us. We out here.
That's good.
We out here. We though we may be few, we here.
We're many in heart, you know.
Sasageyo.
Oh man. So let me start with some questions from the community. So in our Discord, Breen asked a couple questions. His first question was how your experience with Nerdcore differed from your experience from the YouTube rap scene.
All right, we're gonna carefully dance around this.
I told
Big J journalism over here. We'll let you dance a little bit, but we
gonna
hold you to answers.
Yeah. There is significantly less drama.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like the Nerdcore community, like I feel like both communities were very accepting of me, but I feel like my time in Nerdcore has been really cool because I mean when it all breaks down to it, when I was in the YouTube rap scene, a bunch of the big people like kind of knew who I was, but weren't like messing with me that kind of way. Like they wouldn't put me on a song. And like the Nerdcore community really just like accepted me with open arms. They're like, shit, well, this guy's here now. So
they're like, listen, we got a seat, we got tea, you at the table, you hungry? You want snacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's why
I really appreciate that.
So like the industry plant joke gets come up so often is because like seems like you came in and you already had songs with damn near all the big names in the community because they were just like McGwire. They listen to one song from you, they're like, wait, this guy can sing for real. He makes great music. Get him on the song. But everyone did that, so you're everywhere.
It was the funniest thing.
I mean, I guess basically it was essentially like the industry plant blueprint where I was just kind of making connections behind the scenes the whole time, and then like I was able to kind of stack because I knew Dizzy from back in Dizzy 8 from back in YouTube rap stuff, and we've made songs together before. So that was like, I guess my first experience with nerdcore rap was that Dizzy hook on his Sasuke song, his Sasuke and Itachi song. So
yeah, that is true.
Shout out Dizzy.
Almost made me cry, son of a bitch.
What can I say?
You can say sorry. What do you mean? What can you say? You can apologize. Jesus. What type of shit is this?
I refuse.
No.
He said no. But yeah, because I remember when I was in a call. I think Frost might have been there. This is way back, before. It was like I think right after you dropped Lunchbox. I think around that time.
Right before the takeover.
Exactly. And I was talking to Cam, and he's like, "Yeah, Kuro, yo, if you can, when you get a chance, check out this guy McGwire. He's dropping his first nerdcore track, and then I'm gonna put him on da da da." And I'm talking like, "Yeah, I'll check him out." And it just so happened that like my life kind of went to crazy, and I wasn't doing reactions as much. But like I saw the All Might track, and that's it, featuring Cam VGRB. I said, "How?" Click. I heard the track. I said, "Huh? Who the fuck is this?" I'm sitting here. I'm like, my man McGwire out here making moves. Let's go. And then today,
I can iron the Cam feature out real quick. He is in that room over there. So
okay, we're gonna get to that. We have a question about that.
Okay.
Actually, this might be the perfect segue. So. Yeah. I know you're from the East Coast because I know you've dropped lyrics about that before. So give me you don't gotta give me the whole story, but if you do, I'd appreciate it. Sure. How does a East Coast, because I'm a Brooklyn kid, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out BK. How does an East Coast kid go from the East Coast to LA to being roommates with one of the worst roommates in all of existence of Cam VGRB? How does that
it's such like a very specific story that like really sounds like bullshit.
Oh, that's even perfect. I love that. That's my life in a nutshell.
But like, so let me set the stage here. I was 14.
Okay. Oh, so
wow.
Let's go. That's almost a decade at this point.
Yeah, I was 14. I was really into like epic rap battles and shit. And I wasn't into rap because I was uncultured.
Perfect timing on the uncultured.
Oh my god! That was.
And
we're not editing that out, by the way.
No. I from like watching like epic rap battles and shit, like and a bunch of like YouTube shit. I was just into like YouTube and like the way YouTube works.
It was the heyday of it, honestly.
Yeah. And I got recommended one of Cam's videos, and I started binging them. I was like, yo! Well, like, at the time, like, looking back now, it's not super mind-blowing, but I'm like 14. I'm like, holy shit, bro! Yo, what the fuck?
This is awesome!
I like video games! This is for me! And I was like super gassed on it. And I was like, yo, this guy's got like 30,000 subscribers. I'm going to slide in. I'm going to shoot him an audition tape. I'm the shit. And so I send him what is probably the worst. It was awful. It was this like really shitty. Like I was like, yo, I want to be on your show. Check me out. And so he ignored that. Flash forward to college. I am in my dorm, desperate for money because I'd run out of like meal swipes.
Yeah.
And so I'm a video
classic.
editor by trade. And so
Okay.
I reached out to like 170 YouTubers because you know you can find their business emails. And I'm like, yo, this is me. This is what I do. And you know, most of them were like, hey, yo, you don't live in LA. Sorry, I can't do this. Or like, who the fuck are you? And a lot of them just didn't respond. But like 6 months later, I get an email from Cam like, yo, you still trying to edit? And I'm like, yeah. And so I edited for Cam for a year and a half. Wow. And then me and my buddies were gonna move out to LA because we're filmmakers, editors, like whole group. We were like, we could start something cool. So we move out to LA. Cam lives in LA. We moved like a block from him by accident. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna see my editor. We became really close friends, and now we live together. So
Awesome.
That's actually a pretty wild story.
Yeah.
You know, you know what it is? It's a story that everyone can relate to. If
I'm a grassroots. I'm just like the rest of you humans.
Exactly.
I make music.
Hold on. Wait, were you about to say grassroots? Because you know what grass is? Plant. A plant.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no.
Plant. Oh shit.
We should have seen it coming. We should have seen it coming.
Oh no. Got me.
But the most important question.
Yeah.
So Kuro is the New Yorker. I'm the Californian. You're an East Coast kid coming to LA. Which is better?
Oh,
Give
you win.
The answer. Oh, okay. Then I'll take the W. California, West Coast better?
Okay.
Yeah. West Coast is definitely better. I liked my town on the East Coast because it was quiet and nothing went on. Well, for the most part, and then like some shit went down when I went to college, but we don't
talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
That's for another time.
That's for a private call with whiskey involved. I got you.
I grew up in the South. If that kind of
Understand.
Found out that some of my friends aren't exactly conventionally what you would call not racist.
So, I get you. Fair. Frost, let me just say to you why you will always win that argument. Okay. Wednesday, it was 30 degrees.
Right.
Yesterday, it snowed. I'm sorry, it rained all day. Today, it is 75 degrees outside.
Yes, sir.
You win. I had to go from thermals and combat boots to basketball shorts in the drip. You win. It's not a competition.
I'm just surprised you admitted it. Like,
no.
I feel like it's sacrilegious as a New Yorker to ever be like California's.
No. Here's why New Yorkers have a special kind of pride. We will admit that California wins based off of weather. That's the only win you're getting out of me. Beyond that, we could shoot the fair one. We go tit for tat.
Okay.
It's just once you bring in the fact that I get blizzards into hurricanes, into snowstorms, into 85 degrees weather, hey, you just get 70. Just you chilling.
Hey, look, I'm gonna look like a weirdo, but I fucking love rain, snow, and 30-degree weather. Every time I mention this, everybody asks me why the fuck I moved out to a place where none of that happens. There's 40 opportunities.
Hey man, it rains like once a year sometimes.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fun. I wouldn't mind. Like I'm a winter guy, right? Because my logic is this: in the winter, I could put more shit on.
Yeah.
In the summer, I can only get to a level before I'm naked. And even then, I kind of want to rip my skin off because I'm still sweating.
Yeah.
My beef with New York is why the fuck we got 13 seasons. All right. We got winter, fall, spring, second winter, tundra, that one summer day in the middle of January where it's like 80 degrees and you're like, God, the earth is fucked. Like, if it was like 4 seasons, you got one, and then there's the sequel. No. There's plot twists galore.
Hey, I mean, we got 4 seasons over here too. We got warm, kind of hot,
warmer,
hot, and then fire.
Yeah,
that's 4.
That's 4 seasons. That's 4 distinct seasons.
That's a hotel.
I love it out here because we don't really have humidity. Humidity fucking sucked.
Yeah,
I hated that shit.
Terrible. It can be like, I would rather it be like 100 degrees and dry over here than be like 60 and humid over there. It's so terrible.
One of the greatest and worst experiences of my life was living in Japan. Because one thing that anime doesn't prepare you for, dogs, it's humid. Fam, I walk out the hotel, I swear, every part of my body liquefies and attaches to my clothing. Like, you open the door, you're like, so you're just sweating already. The humidity is insane. I'm like, yo, how am I gonna pull this off for a summer? Pain. All my homies know is pain. Speaking of pain. Speaking of pain. This is the watch. You're gonna see the segue. You're gonna understand the mind of a madman. Okay. Speaking of pain, and you telling us your story of how you became a video editor, worked with Cam for an extensive period of time. Now I get to ask a fun question. What is your creative process for your music? Do you do the AMVs yourself? Do you do the thumbnails? Do you find the beat and mix them up? Or is it just you release the beat and then start working on the writing and just really hone in on the mixing and the mastering of your vocals and everything? What is the process for McGwire?
So I'd say it's pretty similar each week. I used to like do basically everything except for the mixing myself, because it was pretty easy. But we also live with one of Cam's other editors, and he's just better at it than me. So I recently just like started like having him do it in exchange for like money. I guess that's how
money can be used for goods and services.
Yeah.
Commission? Is that the word you were looking for?
Yes, sir.
I started letting him help me by me paying him, and he does it for me. That's how he helps me.
Yeah. And so I already had, like, because I've been making music for a while, I have a lot of songs like where it's just on my computer. It's just like a hook. And so like I'll fucking I'll be like, okay, I hear this hook. I sort of like imagine like, all right, where does this hook take me? Like what feeling does it bring me, and how can I connect that to like an anime I've seen? And then from there I build. Which is why a lot of times, like, like the hook will like kind of like a lot of my music kind of, I want my music to stand on its own.
Yeah.
In a way. But I picture my music as like soundtrack music. It's like, all right, like you think of the anime, like this song puts you in that space. And so I'm like, how do I get there? And then I send it to my main man Wolf Boy. He throws a quick little mixy mastery on there. And then usually that's at like midnight, the night before it's supposed to go up, because I procrastinate like shit. And so
I'm glad you're keeping true to the nerdcore standard of you got to get it done right before.
And then I drop it, and then I used to respond to every single comment, but that is tiring. So now I just do every single comment the first day. So
that's fair.
That's what I do.
Because I still like, I read all the, I'm starting to sound like one of those YouTubers. I do read all of your comments, but like, no, it's so hard to like respond to every single comment like in a unique way and like still have a life. So
it's a good problem to have, though.
True. It's I get that, because I can imagine how many times you can say thank you so much. Hey, man, I want to say thank you differently.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot. No, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of let the hook lead you to a series or a character or at least an emotion, and then you'll write your verse or decide who you want to have featured, so on and so forth,
Yeah.
and then go on from there. So, a question that I have for you, what was the moment where you decided to just go into nerdcore? Because there are like YouTube artists, like at some point you before you started doing like All Might and dropping like consistent nerdcore track, like you, Samad Savage, shouts out Samad Savage. There are people that are friends with the community and have featured on tracks, but wouldn't have that title of nerdcore artist. So, what was the moment where you decided, fuck it, just dive in?
Wow. It was a lot of, well, so I used to back when I was like younger, I used to do I was with another dude and we used to do like video game parody songs. So like it was never like far out of my like realm of like, all right, this is something that like I'd be willing to do. And Cam just like kept telling me to do it and do it and do it and do it. And I was like, all right, like I'll sure. And so I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And here we are. Really just kind of stumbling my way through. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel that though. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Another question from Breeden. He asked, will the Bean Boys be making a comeback? And now for everyone else, I also need you to explain what the Bean Boys are.
Okay, this is a
it's Big J journalism. That's what it is.
It's a bit of a weird question to answer. So I do not believe the Bean Boys are coming back. One of us is on the East Coast still. He moved back. The Bean Boys is a like a meme rap collective me, Cam, and my roommate created around a song that we made called "Where's the Clit." Yeah, actually, no, that's pretty much it.
That's the story.
Yeah, that's the story. We Cam and I used to like freestyle a lot in our apartment. I came up with like a joke song. We recorded it. We had like half of an EP recorded, but it is really just joke music. It was really just joke music, and we passed that now.
All right. Sorry, Breed.
The
Bean Boys are gone. We move on.
Yeah. A moment to remember.
Moment of silence
for the Bean Boys and the Clit.
Still didn't find
remembered. Still didn't find it. You know what it was? It was at the end of the EP. That's where the Clit was.
That's where it was.
You finished it.
Dang.
You would have found it.
It's like a treasure map.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You found parts. You didn't find the whole.
Yeah.
Someone canceled me. That was terrible.
It's okay. I'm gonna disconnect you, bro. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's that.
Fair enough.
So the Nerdcore songs that you've made so far, which one is your favorite or most proud of?
That is an interesting question. I think the one I go back to the most, might be Collide. I really like that song. That one I come back to a lot. Burning, really good one. Yeah, those are up there. I really like. I honestly like. I don't put something out that I know I won't like. So it's, it is a very difficult question because like each week I'm putting something out and I'm like, this is the shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you've missed yet, so good job on
that.
Give me a couple weeks.
I got you. You look. You want to know how to miss?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the tech. Ready? Just throw me on the track. It'll absolutely fuck
That's
up.
crazy.
That's it. That's the tech.
Damn.
That's the
That's
I
tech.
can't
wild,
believe the self-deprecation is wild.
Bro, I got look, just off key flows. I'm be riding on the up, not the down. It's just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But all jokes aside, Big J journalism time.
Big J journalism.
We're back.
Big J, we're back. Curl serious now. See that? Drop the smile.
He's not.
How? Because one thing that's always interesting is that very often when you're talking to artists, there's inspirations or sounds, techniques, approaches that they've either been inspired by or adopted. So your sound, especially in the nerdcore community, is quite unique, in all things considered, being completely honest. So how did you develop your sound as an artist? Your ear for picking beats or your ear for mixing, your actual vocal delivery and approaches? Because like even if you look at Collide, Mr. Rogers, Burning, and I forgot the name of the Aaron Yeager song, please forgive me. Your
Rise
vocal
Above.
approaches rise above. I was gonna say I
Yeah.
knew it was above and I couldn't remember the rest of the words. Like if you look at your vocal approaches in just those 4 songs, they're very different.
Yeah. So my inspirations, like musically, are like really like a mixed bag because I grew up like way into like punk rock music, that sort of stuff. And so I used to do like a lot of like Green Day covers and shit, like as a kid.
Okay.
But like going into like music and creation, like Kanye West, Chance the Rapper, big influences for me. But that doesn't come out so much in my nerdcore stuff because I also like I genuinely just have an appreciation for just like pop music. I feel like, like a good pop song goes a long way. And I'm sort of just like I'll take, these little like sprinkles of influences I picked up along the way, like the Kakashi song is like very heavily inspired by The Weeknd's "I Can't Feel My Face," and then like Burning is very much in like the Kanye West, Chance the Rapper lane with like the pitched up chipmunk vocals and all that, and then Collide also very much in like the sort of Kanye West lane.
With the distorted kind of vocals and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love shit like that. I love it so much. Yeah, so what I've been trying to do recently is sort of like stretch my boundaries each track to be like, all right, like I've been experimenting with this genre before. Let me see, uh if I can do something like completely left field with this next one.
Okay.
So like I really at this point I'm just sort of trying things, and then if I don't like them, they don't go up. So
there you go. It's simple.
Yeah. I've just been trying to experiment because I've always been like a big believer that like like the voice can be very much like an instrument that drives a song, and like a guitar you can switch up a voice, change the vibe, and match like a vibe while also sort of keeping your own sound. And so that's what I've been toying around with recently. I'm probably, as nerdcore goes on, my nerdcore like experience goes on, gonna like settle into like 1 or 2 genres, but right now just experimenting, throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks.
Thus far, you've hit a lot of darts and a lot of dart boards. So hats off to you. Hats off to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely appreciate that because I think like if we look at like kind of like the landscape, I guess, of like the YouTube nerdcore anime thing, it's like we kind of have like I would say you and like Sine Fox kind of pushing the pop wave. We have people like Chris Craig, Game Boy Jones, and some others pushing like the R&B. We have Slick and like all of the Otaku Underworld people pushing the drill. And we have Divide and people pushing like the rock and the metal-ish. And I feel like we all kind of take influence from each other, and it pushes people to do things that they weren't necessarily like in their bag necessarily until Swabby will get you on a feature and he'll like hit more of a pop song than he would normally do and things like that. And I think that's really awesome.
Yeah, I'm also so glad that like all these people are like so like a lot of them really seem to know, like when they send me like a beat, they really seem to like get what I'm going for, which is great. So it's great to see that like, you know, all these other people are also like pushing their boundaries. And I think like, you know, the more people join the scene, like the more versatile everyone's going to become. And I think that that's great.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I was deep dive listening to you. I'm like, shit, I want to do a fucking pop song. What the fuck is you saying? Taylor Kuro, what's up? I could go Swift with it. Let's do it.
We're still waiting for the nerdcore country wave to truly hit. Like I know we have Lil Nas X, you know, people don't want to talk about it, but that's really the first nerdcore country song. But someone needs to push it, you know.
Yeah, where's Chris Craig where you need him? That man needs to be the one to bring country nerdcore. Because if it's not him, I'm taking Savvy's husband and we're making a nerdcore country album together.
Do it.
Side note, this is just completely aside. I've been experimenting, like just listening to more country rap.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that shit fire. I got DM'd a couple tracks. I'm like, all right, what's about to happen? I clicked, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers spitting. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no, I think country rap is like a super cool exploration of the genre. I really just love when people like do like mishmashes of different genres.
Yeah.
Really fucking cool. Yeah.
So I need one thing though. Frost, you need to bring in the reggae genre. We need you to be the reggae nerdcore artist.
I feel like I feel like you get Chris Craig and Diggs, and I feel like they could kill one.
No, it has to be you. Look, I'm gonna go lo-fi. Okay, I'm going lo-fi.
Okay,
we all heard Jiraiya. I'm going lo-fi.
Okay.
We know where I like. McGwire got pop. You know, he definitely gets slipped his like punk a little bit, but he got pop.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you cool with it. You know what I'm saying? You Frost. You ice cold. Bring in the dance hall. Bring in the reggae.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Smooth with
it. I got you. I got you. The dance hall, the Afro beat. I got all
exactly.
that. Yeah. I got you.
You just have to believe. Just trust.
Okay.
Big trust.
I trust you.
In the
for you, bro. For you. Your 2019 album, McGwire. What's it called? 8-Track Mind?
8-Track Mind, yeah.
Yeah. So I
low-key
took
a bar, by the way. Just low-key a bar.
But yeah, I really like the album, but I can definitely I hear the growth in kind of that album and now. And so I'm curious, what was making that album and what did you learn, I guess, from making it?
So a lot of times, like when I want to make an album, I want to be able to say something. And so with that one, I was right about to move out to LA, and shit was about to be so different. And so I was I gotta get my, I was basically screaming into the void because no one listened to my shit back then. But it was all right, this has got to be through creative expression. I wanted to get the feelings that were surrounding me about it out there. And obviously I've definitely improved leaps and bounds since then, because I mean back then I was really trying to rap, which I can't really do. I'm just not super good at it. So that whole thing was I wanted to put that experience out there, and I guess from there it helped me sort of figure out, all right, sonically where I want to go with my music, thematically where I want to go with my music, and so I'm hoping, because I definitely am I am working on another one, so that I want that to really show like, like growth and maturity in music, like in like sound and construction. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys.
No,
I'm interested.
You're inspiring. It's funny. You're partially touching on what my next question was going to be, which was the future of you and your plans and designs of your style. So you actually perfectly touched in on it. That's why I kind of just dialed in and just started listening.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna keep doing nerdcore because I'm very, very passionate about this type of music and like this way that I can express myself in like a very specific way. And I'm definitely also going to keep like making original music. But now that I'm doing nerdcore, like the original music, I have more time to like really like fine tune it and make it fucking crazy. And so I'm very cautiously optimistic about where that's gonna land. But yeah, I'm still working on original music. My goal really is to just, and my goal since I've been young is to just at least get to a place where I'm making a living solely off of music. That would be crazy. Obviously not doing that yet, but we'll get you there. On our way up. Yeah.
Yes,
we'll get you there.
We'll make it.
You won't get there.
Yeah.
And if you don't, just start Twitch streaming. We got you.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's get into all the other topics.
All right.
Yes.
Winter season of anime has finished. This is for group question. Did you watch anything from this season? What did you like? What are you looking forward to in the future?
So I'm go ahead. You go first because I feel like you're gonna say I ain't watched shit.
I'm so behind, bro. I genuinely I haven't even like watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Like because for like a period of my life, like I just like didn't watch it. Like I watched anime a bunch as a kid. For like a period of my life, I didn't watch anime. I feel like I've been playing catch up. So like I've been like watching like catching up on like My Hero Academia and like fucking like I watched Fire Force like a bit for my Fire Force song. That shit's I love shit with like beautiful animation. My roommate introduced me to Cowboy Bebop. That shit is crazy. I love that shit. So I'm really just kind of playing catch up. So anything you guys can recommend me. Like
we'll talk after. Don't worry.
I saw people talk about Dr. Stone. I am clueless.
Yo. All right. If you love beautiful animation, Dr. Stone is very vibrant. It is a very like eye-popping type of anime. And it just made all the more sweeter that even though there's a lot of anime bullshit that happens in the series, as for anyone else, the science is legit.
Oh, okay.
Like at one point, I love telling the story, and I'm pretty sure I've told this like almost every podcast since I've seen Dr. Stone. He builds a bomb, and they have to do a cutaway where he says, "Don't try this at home. It'll work." What are you saying? What?
Might be a little dangerous to air, but anime.
I mean, they use like the 3 chemical names for it.
Right.
It's not like he said get baking powder, strike a match, take a piss on it. No,
look at the
like, he was like you need tetrafluoroethylene and da 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 da. But like, and I'm pretty sure the government, like, if you Google those 3 chemicals too quickly, Uncle Sam will be at your door like, "Hey yo, what you looking up? Cuz you making a recipe?"
I was about to drop a fun fact, but I don't watch list. I actually fuck it. I'm okay.
Go for it.
So if you if I think it's ammonium. If you pee on that, mustard gas.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the urea interacting with the ammonia that causes that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Look, Twitch, we love you. We love you, Twitch. Don't worry about this.
Don't take us down. Don't take us down.
Chill. I was way into like chemistry and like physics. I almost majored in physics in college, But then I decided to go into art, and after my parents coped with the fact that their son is going to be professionally homeless for the rest of his life, they were on board.
Listen, you just have to tell them, like, listen, I'm gonna be professionally broke. That means I'll always be successful.
Yeah,
that's it. But for me with this season, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm catching up on season 2 of Dr. Stone. Was season 2 of Fire Force considered this winter?
I don't think so. I think that was a while back, actually. Not like a long time, but like
I think.
Okay.
Was that like
because
am I tripping?
Okay,
I'm not sure.
Because I listen. I just watch anime. What the fuck's the season? Only seasons I care about is outside. The 13 New York ones.
Uh-huh.
I'm living my life.
But no, that I think that might have been all of the big shows that I watched this season. I've also been reading more, so it fucks up with my chronology.
That's fair.
What about you, Frost? I know you got like 39 on the list right now.
I got Slime. I watched Great Pretender, which I think was last season. Let's see what else. There's so much. Horimiya. There's too much to name, bro. But like basically, if it was hot, I watched it. It was fire.
The whole season was
Mashoka
hot.
Tensei, that was crazy. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I heard.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I got the recommendation. Hey, you need a recommendation? Either chat, McGwire, Kuro. I got you. Trust me.
That's a fact. That's a fact. My man Frost be out here knowing.
Well versed.
So speaking of well versed,
let's see where you're going.
What are you looking forward to? Plot twist. We weren't getting to the next question yet, but I'll take that question. Don't worry about
it. I'm a sucker. My favorite anime of all time, and I'm gonna sound like a fucking dork, is One Punch Man.
How do you sound like a dork? That is a wonderful pick.
See, I thought you were gonna say My Hero Academia, and I could have seen the dorkiness, but no, you said One Punch.
I was actually guessing Z. I was like, Z, all right, that's basic. Cool.
Z's all right. I grew up on. I didn't watch Super, but like I grew up on Z and like all those. But I'm really excited because season 2, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit underwhelming. Because I was watching it, I was super hyped. I'm like, man, can't wait to see where this story's going. Thought I was halfway through the season. Last episode.
Oh yeah, it was 12. Yep.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Is trust. Trust in the process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm very excited to see more of that shit. Because I got into One Punch Man in college because I saw a clip of the dub trending, and the dude who voices Saitama in the dub, I'm pretty sure also does the voice for Hardee's commercials on like the East Coast. And I'm like, yo, that's the Hardee's.
That's Hardee's.
I think you're right though.
That's so funny.
I think you're right.
Yeah. And so I was like, I gotta see this.
See, West Coast ain't got that shit for us.
Yeah,
you got Hardee's commercial
we got
characters
Carl's
and
Jr.
anime.
Sorry,
bro. I'll tell you, Carl's Jr. It really brings the same energy. It's just as depressing driving past the Carl's Jr. as it is driving past the Hardee's. I was on the East Coast and I was like driving to like fill up my car with gas. It was like 11 p.m. I'm driving past the Hardee's. I look over. There's one dude just like mopping. He's the only guy there. And I'm like, man, dude.
Man, we really just weren't existing.
Yeah. And I feel for him too. I worked in fast food for like 2 years. That shit sucks your soul right out your body.
Yeah.
I stand with that.
I'm privileged to have never had to do that. When I was working the minimum wage jobs, it was because my dad has a pharmacy. So I would either work in the pharmacy or do deliveries for the pharmacy.
Hey, that's what's up.
Blessed though. That's what's up.
I was going to apply to be a pharmacy tech out here, but unemployment is so lucrative. It is so lucrative.
Big business. That's big business right now.
Big money.
Ooh,
big money.
Big money. Big news. Big news. For me, there's only one. Look, I'm capping because I don't know what the fuck's coming out for the rest of the year. But there's only one thing on my mind that's about to be in the anime, and that's My Hero Academia.
Yeah, sure.
Because Oh, yeah. I'm gonna stop. Like, just punctuation mark on my sentence. Just My Hero Academia.
Exclamation point, ... question mark?
Exactly.
And what I'll add for future releases, what I'm super hyped for, movies coming out. So Demon Slayer movie getting the English release, not on, some random dude with a camera recording in a theater.
But shout out to the random guy.
Yeah, shout out to you. I'm not watching that, but shout out to you.
You commit crimes in our honor, and we appreciate you.
Yeah,
that. And then it literally just got announced today, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 movie.
Ooh.
Do you know we have release dates for both of those?
No, I don't think so.
Aren't they doing like a live action Cowboy Bebop? I heard something about that, like a Netflix live action Cowboy Bebop.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think so. Let me take a look.
They were talking about that, and then they're also coming out with an anime with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, like, and wait, isn't there a My Hero movie coming out at the end of this year? World Mission Heroes.
There's some third movie coming out, I think.
Yeah, World Mission Heroes, and like the first fucking promotion was like the Three Musketeers, and we're like, the candy bar.
Yeah, and I don't know when that's supposed to come out as well. There's a Yasuke, the Black Samurai.
Yes.
Coming out on Netflix at some point. I don't know nothing about the anime, but like the historical figure himself is dope as fuck. So I'm down to watch that.
That's big bro.
Yeah,
that's big bro. But speaking of movies, now I got you. Frost.
Okay, now I see it.
Sure. Now you see it. Okay. It was a 2-piece. You had to wait for the sequel.
The Virgin
Have
Fist.
either one of you watched the Snyder Cut?
Oh yeah, I did. I watched it with my roommate.
Which one? No, I'm just kidding.
All of them. We all sat down and we were like, "All right, we're gonna dedicate 4 hours to this." What were your thoughts, Kuro?
So understand, a lot of people don't know this about me because I don't get the chance to really discuss this in the community. I fucking love comic books. A lot.
Same, yeah.
I know it. I loved the Snyder Cut. I watched it twice, back to back days. Like I watched it the Thursday, and then I watched it the Friday with my best friend who did not know that I've watched it once before, and I wasn't fatigued. Like, because the thing is that the second time I watched the movie, I got to really see how it came together. Like, how did I sit through 4 hours of film? My eyes didn't really hurt. I'm not mentally tired.
Well, I can explain that for you. The reason is that you're made of circuitry and you are a robot. That's why. That's the reason.
I'm built different.
Literally built
different.
But I love a lot of the. All right, do you want to know what's crazy about that movie?
Mm-hmm.
So Warner Brothers, fuck you, Warner. Sorry, y'all can eat my ass. I don't give a fuck if we get taken off Twitch for this. Fuck Warner.
All the sponsors gone. All the sponsors that don't exist gone.
No, because here's what they did. They didn't let him reshoot anything. They went up there like, you get what you get and you don't get upset. Shut up and make a movie. And he said, "Oh, word, big bet." So he had to CGI fix the things. He had to just go through all the rough B cuts, put them back in. And then he's like, shit, I need more scenes. This man went and said, yo, how much for you to hop on this scene, Ben Affleck? What's up? Ben Affleck said, I won't charge you too much, $500,000. He said, okay, cool. I need you for a full scene as well. What's up? Joe Manganiello, Jared Leto, Ezra Miller, Jay Fisher. Fisher. What's up? Paid out of pocket to film the epilogue.
Hi.
You kind of
My man Zack Snyder built different. I love that movie. It made me so hyped to be a DC fan. It finally gave us a good DC movie so that we stopped getting shat on by the Marvel fans. And we got a good Dark Side, a good Steppenwolf, and character development. Oh, the plot made sense.
It did.
There was dialogue. And I love the gritty grayscale that he had throughout the entire film.
Yeah. I enjoyed myself, definitely. I feel like at points it was like a little bit like, come on now, let's just I really appreciate it, and in my opinion, I do think that there were a couple good DC films. I liked Shazam. I liked Wonder Woman. I have not seen Wonder Woman 84. Although one of my friends from high school, or one of my friends from college, is in it. Shout out Mariah.
Shout out to your college friend.
Yeah.
They're probably amazing. That movie was garbage.
Oh, I heard.
That movie was dog. Listen, I will defend things that deserve to be defended, and I will fucking step on the throats of trash. That movie was so bad.
Crazy. You said it's Mariah's fault?
No,
I can't believe it.
You know what? Maybe it was. I can't find a reason. Goddamn Mariah Carey. She divorced Nick Cannon. Now she's fucking up Wonder Woman.
Now it's over, bro.
Oh, man.
Who's he gonna wild out?
Me and He-Man are out. Fuck this shit. Like my little toy horse.
Yeah.
But
I Snyder Cut, I overall enjoyed myself. Like, obviously I felt like there were like a couple issues with it, but like, overall had a fun time. It's probably not like, because it's 4 hours, it's probably not something I'd really go back to. But I enjoyed it, and it definitely made me realize that Zack Snyder really fucking knows how to film action scenes. Is mostly what it made me realize. Like, the updated Wonder Woman scene was fucking like, she was fucking just just like the way that they showed power in that, how powerful the heroes were. Like, the power scaling in that was crazy. Like, good movie.
No, they did Zack. The thing that I love most about that movie, and I minored in film in college, and like when I finally started to understand like how like the actual film production worked, and like directors have some say, but depending on who or what they work under, it was nice to see that if you just let a director go, just be like, here, make me a movie, you can get something truly special. Like, even if like they had their lulls or like their moments, I don't think anybody would say that this wasn't a special moment in film, especially in comic book film, where a director was just like, I'm gonna just make it work, and did.
Yeah.
Frost hasn't seen it, so Frost is just like,
here's my take. All right, I'm a Marvel fanboy. We don't fuck with DC around here. Shout out WandaVision. Shout out Falcon and Winter Soldier.
So good. WandaVision was great. I love that.
I can't stand you. So I'm just McGwire. Hey, McGwire, do you want to co-host a podcast with me?
That's crazy.
A new spot just opened up.
Damn. We literally watched the Snyder Cut in between. Like, all of us were rewatching all the Marvel films in our house, like in order as well. So
nice.
I just am a sucker for just like even like just dumb action films. Like, even that, like, I can get behind that. I am the lowest common denominator.
I just want to be entertained.
That.
Yeah. When it comes to movies and shit, even in like anime, just entertain me. It's not hard. I'm a little dumb. Like, I'm a simpleton.
I mean, you did say Black Clover was better than Attack on Titan, so I will agree that you're.
And I can.
dumb.
All right, look.
You gotta get
as someone who is caught up with both mangas. In all honesty,
he's gonna do it again.
Different. All right. Let me explain why I have such a love for Black Clover. All right.
Okay.
Of most of the shonen, right? Every shonen is the underdog story, right?
Sure, yeah.
Cap. Okay. Naruto had a demon deity inside of him.
That's
okay.
Fair.
My fucking guy Deku ate Superman's DNA and became God.
Yeah, but they had to kind of like.
No, I don't give a fuck. All Deku, okay, understand. All Deku had to do was not die long enough for him to master One for All. I don't want to hear it. That man could have quit school and gone to Planet Fitness for
Honestly,
10 hours a day.
I should really cut you off right here because you're going to talk about how like, oh, Austin's an underdog when I just have the power to negate the main power in the fucking show. Like, oh, everyone's a magician. What do I have? Anti-magic.
But here's why I love it. It's the great equalizer. Because here's the thing. Even with anti-magic, he could still be beaten in force of magic just off the scale. Like, for example, when Magna threw a huge ball at him, he's like, I can't cut this, and had to learn to block. But if something even bigger than that were to come at him, Asta's toast. Like, there's still caps to it. He can be outsped. Different types of magic he can't really combat against. So even though it's broken because it's anti-everything the world functions on, there's still a limit, and he has to be either creative or have support. And the group dynamic
or get a second sword that shoots their Billy's back.
And a third sword, bro, and a fourth sword. Give a fuck. He still has
it's literally the formula you're talking about.
Bro, but the reason why
it's like Bleach, bro, where he just gets the power needed to fight
No.
I love Bleach, bro.
Bleach garbage with that.
They're the same shit.
I love Bleach. Nah, you can't say that. My man Asta. Okay, how about this? The reason why I love Black Clover, in a world where magic dominates, Asta is the second physically strongest person in verse. Behind Captain Yami.
Yeah, that is hard body. That is cool. That's pretty fun. Like, that's pretty awesome.
That's real. My man Asta real.
He was definitely in the cut doing push-ups every day.
And we got the flyest nigga in the cut. Respect the drip. Respect the drip. Look, I'll die on that hill for Black Clover. And also the reason why I love Black Clover, and it's the same reason why I love Attack on Titan. I won't spoil it, but the moral quandary that both Attack on Titan gives us currently in the season of the anime that we're in and where we're at in the manga, there's no right answer. Every side is justifiable. In Black Clover, later in the saga, when you start understanding all the parts of the tapestry, you have the same moment where, fuck, both sides are right and are justified, but you need an answer, and there's no good one. It's not just Asta as a protagonist that I love. It's the way the world is actually built and the story they tell and how it's told is really well done. Like, at first, you're like, oh, trash shonen. And then you get like 30 episodes in, and you're like, something's happening here. And then once everything unravels, you're like, motherfucker, y'all bitches smart. Y'all smart.
It's more like 50, but I'll let it slide.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
All right. We'll let the my Black Clover complaining fall to the wayside.
Me and Frost are gonna go back and forth on this for years to come, and I can't wait.
Until the end of the podcast, I'll bring this up.
So our deathbed.
Yeah. All right. So we've been here like an hour. All right. We'll get out of here. But McGwire, is there anything you want to let the people know before we do?
Talk to your denizens.
All right. Look, here's the deal. April 5th, Core Brothers 5-cent cone day. You got to roll up to your nearest Core Brother. Okay. $5 per ice cream. All right. That's a steal. That's one dime. That's 2 ice creams, okay? And I guess like subscribe to my YouTube channel or whatever.
How many do you get if you got one of these? I'm talking about. That's a whole.
Oh shit, okay? that is fucking 5. You can't even carry that shit.
But if you got 2 quarters,
oh my god, bro. You're gonna
10 ice creams.
You gonna go hold them like claws?
Of the Nerdcore Podcast. Thank you to McGwire for coming up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It all came together in the end. My lord.
I can't believe it. All right. Let's get out of here. Thank you, McGwire, for being a great guest. Thank you, Kuro, for whatever being it is that you do.